Men's soccer season rolls along in this now September, and head coach Ken Lola is with me. I'm Sean Moth. Great to see you again, Coach. Your big road test was at Wake Forest, at North Carolina, and they didn't waste any time throwing adversity at you Friday night. Mother Nature intermixed and decided to delay your game, so it was some Friday night soccer for you and the Cardinals, but that didn't seem to bother you as you guys came out with a 2-0 win.
Our guys did a great job dealing with it. We knew because of the storms that were coming in, there was a very good chance of delay. We didn't know how long, and an 8 o'clock start ended up making it 10:15, and the final kick of the game was after 12:15 at night. But the guys handled it very well. They dealt with it. Again, it helps to have a mature group and focus group, and I thought all in all it was a very good evening.
You like the maturity and the experience coming back, but your first goal, you get a pair of newcomers that connect, as Michael Roman was able to get into the scorebook and put you guys up 1-0, and then same old culprit with Colin Rolfe getting goal number 2.
Yeah, and Michael did very well. It wasn't just a goal. He came in and added to the game. And Greg Cochran, who served in the ball, continues to play very well. He's a great addition. The goal that Colin scored was very much of a product of a run that Nick DeLeon made, and it's something that doesn't show up in the statistics as an assist. He makes a great run that frees Colin to beat one guy, and Colin does what he does well and finished a great goal to secure the win.
Almost sense that Nick DeLeon could maybe be the team MVP to this point, because on Sunday's match against North Carolina, he was the one that gave you guys the goal and the advantage.
He did, and he was the most dangerous guy for us on the day. They actually did some things and rearranged their back four to deal with him, and even just the same, the matchup was in Nick's favor, and he played very well and scored a great goal and was threatening all day. He had a good weekend. He's done very well for us.
October 17, 2009 was the last time the Cards, as the number one team in the country this year, lost a regular season game. Was it hard to know how to react to the loss? I mean, obviously that comes very naturally, but it must have seemed like an odd feeling in the regular season. Yeah,
the disappointment was in not outscoring the opponent, but more disappointing was we just weren't at our best on the day. Especially making a trip down to North Carolina and playing a good team, you want to be at your best. But also, we knew going into the weekend that it was a tough weekend for us.
Sure.
Playing Wake Forest and UNC, both at home on a short weekend, and then throw on top of it the late game on Friday, created even more adversity. And again, I'm proud of our guys because there was never any moaning about it. We got on with it. But in the end, I don't know if we had enough energy, enough really on the second half of the second day to put UNC away.
So you kind of put in perspective this second weekend of the season. The first weekend was the high and the emotion of the UCLA game. It's almost like you can settle into a regular week now, as you have IUPUI on Friday at 5, Central Arkansas on Sunday at 1 o'clock, and maybe it's going to be nice to kind of relax in a bit of a routine, so to speak.
Well, we are getting there. We have 2 weeks of Friday, Sunday, and those are tough going back to back, but it's a way of us getting the games in. And then we start getting into a Wednesday, Saturday, which is traditional Big East play. So the first 2 weekends for us, and this is, again, going down to North Carolina in the first weekend of Friday, Sundays for us, it's physically demanding as it is. To do it on the road on those opponents is even a greater challenge, and one that we had planned on knowing the team that we had, and we were excited about that and got everything we expected out of it.
Friday night fans can come out and catch some men's soccer. In fact, it's a great day of Cardinal athletics. If I'm not mistaken, field hockey plays at 3. You can nudge over next door when that's concluded, see some soccer, and then obviously down the streets for some football. But it should be a fun day, and the weather here is a little more fall-like than we've had of late, so it's got to be exciting there too.
Yeah, it feels like fall. Waking up this morning and throwing on a long sleeve definitely feels like soccer season. There's no question about it. And again, this weekend I think will be 2 very good tests for us coming back off of North Carolina. The focus for us is simply being at our best and being tuned in, and especially being at home helps. But we welcome all the people that are going to field hockey or tailgating for football to come down a little bit early and watch us play, and then head up and watch football as well.
Absolutely. Sunday at 1 o'clock against Central Arkansas. It's Kicks for Nick, an opportunity to donate soccer balls that will head over to underprivileged kids in third world countries. So as the women's team had Souls for Souls last weekend, the men's team with a similar motivation, and we certainly look for you to support that. If there are any questions, you can visit uflsports.com. It'll have all the details on that and much more. Ken, best of luck this weekend. Looking forward to it.
Thank you, Sean.
For Ken Lola, I'm Sean Moth. We'll talk to you next week, see how the team did at home. We'll do it right here on Cards TV.